Welcome to Aftershock Weekly, episode 3. Today, we're excited to talk about plugins for WordPress, 4 free ones that are going to help you have better performance in your website. In today's episode, plugin to Supercharge. The plugins we're going to talk about today cover 4 main areas: speed of your website, SEO for your website, moving your website, and lead generation for your website. So let's get started. First, let's talk about a plugin for speed, Smush Image Compression. What this does is it allows you to take all your images that are uploaded to your WordPress media file, to smush it so that you can compress and optimize your image. What does that mean? It's compressing your image so there's less load time when the page is trying to load those images. So this can increase your performance sometimes up to 3 or 4 seconds on loading a page. By decreasing the time that it takes to load the page, it's going to keep people more interested, engaged with your content. Also, you can auto smush your attachments. This is awesome because anytime you upload something to your media library or you have an attachment on a page, it can automatically smush PDFs, JPEGs, PNGs so that you're getting optimal performance and making your file as easy to load as possible. Next, the neat thing about this plugin is you can do 50 at a time. So you don't have to worry about just doing 1 at a time or anything like that. There's a bulk smush button you can push and it'll optimize 50 images within about usually 3 to 5 minutes. Next, let's talk about a great plugin for SEO. Yoast SEO. This is a great plugin for WordPress that helps you optimize your website to make sure that you are as readable as possible to the search engines. That's what's called on-page SEO. One thing it does is it has a page analysis tool. What this does is it actually will read your content and you give it a specific keyword that you're trying to rank for, and it'll read through the content to see if there is enough keyword density. It'll look at your sentence structure, and it'll also tell you things like your H1 tags, your title tags, to make sure that it's actually telling the search engines exactly what you want to make sure it's optimized for that keyword. Tips for on-site SEO. This goes over things like I had mentioned, H1 tags, H2 tags, making sure that there's relevancy in the actual tags that Google is reading, the meta description, the meta title, making sure that has your keywords in it, and it'll give you some signals and show you whether you're optimized for green, which is going to make sure that you're readable as possible for that particular keyword. And lastly, sitemap creation. Every website needs a sitemap. What this usually does is an index of all the pages that you want Google to see for your business in a very condensed format, usually in what's called XML. When you have a sitemap, it'll have a link that you can actually put into Google Webmaster Tools so that it can constantly update your sitemap so that all your pages will be indexed by Google that you want to be indexed. Next, let's talk about migrating a WordPress site. Let's be honest, if you have tried to migrate a WordPress website, it can be a nightmare. They've made it easy over the last few years, but you have to copy over all your files, you have to make a copy of your database, you have to find a new host, you've got to FTP that information over, and then you've got to make sure that if you're changing domains, that all of that information is rewritten through the database. It can be crazy. It's awful. But about 5 years ago, there was actually a friend of mine, I had no idea, I knew the guy who created this plugin called the Duplicator. And what it did was it made that process simple. All you had to do is download the plugin and it would create an easy package of your files, it would create an easy database export, and that in turn turned into a zip file that you would FTP into the new directory along with one other file, which is the installer file. And it has 3 steps. You put your database information in, you hit install, and it runs the process. It sweeps the database for the old domain, moves it to the new host, and it launches your site. And I've done it in as little as 5 minutes before. That is an incredible tool, completely free. Check out the pro version because it does have a lot of amazing features for webmasters to move really big sites that sometimes have timeout issues when you're trying to use just the free version. But if you have a small website, 10 to 15 pages, that's informational, Duplicator will do exactly what you need to without needing the pro version. Next, let's talk about one of the most key elements when it comes to a website, is forms. Now, you use forms for all types of reasons. For people to contact you, for people to schedule an appointment, for people to inquire on more information about a product. But having a good form plugin is important because you want it to be easy for you to build a new form, easy to put on the site, and then you want it to be able to connect functionally with other things like MailChimp, which is an email service, or Constant Contact, which is the same. You want to be able to put that into a database really easy without having a lot of coding that you need to learn. Well, what we recommend is Ninja Forms. Ninja Forms is a free plugin that's got a lot of great options. It's got the ability to create a form in minutes, an extensive add-on library, the ability to have an add-on to take payment through PayPal or Stripe, the ability to integrate with MailChimp, a marketing software that allows you to shoot out emails to your list, Constant Contact, which does the same. So those are a few plugins for you that I think will help you have better web presence. It'll make your website more SEO optimized. It'll give you the ability to move your site if you need to a different host. It's going to allow you to have better page speed, and your images will be optimized and loaded, and the ability to create as many forms as you need so that you can generate leads to get new business. So with that, we're done for today. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Aftershock Weekly. Please give us your feedback. We appreciate you watching, and we want to know how we can improve so that you enjoy our weekly presentation even more. So with that, I'll leave you with a quote, and I'll see you next Monday.